been a while since I posted, but here's the sketchbook tour of my moleskin that I finished earlier this spring. I started this in March of my junior year of high school and technically finished it around Christmas, but I kept going back to unfinished pages until probably early April. I actually recorded this video a long time ago, but I haven't had a computer since graduation, so this video is a little late. Like I said, this is a moleskin. It's the Moleskin art book. I'd recommend it to most artists, especially beginners, but I'd stay away from it if you're using watercolors or heavy markers like Copics. The paper feels a little sturdier than other sketchbooks, but the paper is actually pretty thin and rubs off easily when you put water on it. I did use a little bit of gouache and acrylic in the sketchbook and held up surprisingly well, but you have to make your layers pretty thin. This sketchbook really shouldn't have taken me a whole year to complete. There are only like 80 pages, but I have a really bad habit of getting picky with my art, especially if I know that people are going to see it. I spent so much time trying to make each page look completely standalone, beautiful, Instagram worthy or whatever. Not that I ever posted hardly anything on Insta. I kept drawing and erasing and drawing and erasing and drawing and erasing almost every page, trying to make it perfect, and then I wanted to ink everything, and then I wanted to add some color, and then it just was a really bad cycle of not getting where I wanted it to go, and so I'd restart. And that's why you see so many unfinished pages, because I just got burnt out. That would be my number one advice to beginning artists. Just draw and have it be messy, because that's how you learn. This whole year with art was so stressful and frustrating for me because I wasn't doing that and I wasn't learning everything that I could, and because I was so stressed about trying to make everything look perfect, I wasn't having fun with a lot of these either, and you can see those in the ones that are hardly finished at all. Initially, my goals for this sketchbook were to be consistent with drawing every day, and I wanted to upload more of it so I could see more of how I grew. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. I usually get really nervous when it comes to posting art. I don't know why, so a lot of those plans fell through. However, I am really happy with one small habit that I started to get into, and that was writing the dates next to everything I was doing. Looking back, I love that I did that, and I have continued to do it since then. I love being able to go through all of my old art and pinpoint exactly when I did something, and then comparing it to something earlier, comparing it to something that I'm doing now. And I think it's a habit that every artist should do. I think it's the only real way you're going to watch yourself grow. If you don't catalog it, or if you throw a bunch of your old art away like I did, then you're not going to see where you started from. I think about a year ago, I went through a bunch of old junior high and high school sketchbooks, and I thought everything in them was so cringy and so bad, and I was just ripping pages out, and I regret that so much. Not because I cherish the work or anything, but because I just wish I could see how far I've come since then, and I feel like this sketchbook is definitely going to be that for me in the future. Making this video and looking back at all my old art from a year ago, when I started the sketchbook, it's completely different, and I have completely different feelings about everything in here, and it's really interesting to me how that happens. All of this isn't to say that I didn't like the sketchbook. I did have fun with it. when I didn't let it stress me out too much. I am really proud with how much I experimented. I experimented with a lot of different mediums like brush pens and different kinds of inks. I did a little bit of colored pencil here and there. I got back into watercolor in the sketchbook. For some reason, I don't know why, it doesn't hold watercolor very well, but I did quite a bit of it, it seems like to me anyway. And then just trying to get in the habit of drawing everything. Okay, so that wraps up my year-long sketchbook tour. I really hope you guys liked it. Please let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. I do have something really special that I'm really excited to announce if you would like to see more of what I do. If you want to know what supplies I used or what techniques I used or what inspired me for different artworks, if that all sounds like something that you would enjoy, you should check out my Patreon. I just launched it. Patreon is set up to help support the artists and creators that you enjoy and that you love, and if you would like to support me a little bit, it is an exclusive newsfeed that only my patrons have access to. I have posts about behind the scenes of what I do, all of my equipment, everything that I use, and once this video goes up, every single day I'm going to be posting one page from my Moleskine, going in depth about how I was feeling that day, what I was doing, what inspired me, and there are exclusive videos that aren't found on YouTube. So please check that out. That is Hallie Prickett at Patreon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.